Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Kuz's Corner, where we talk a lot of sports and a little music. Tonight we're still talking sports. Going to talk some more WVU football, some more alignment news. Wasn't even planning on doing a video today, guys, to be honest with you. Just got a lot going on, but with this news that broke today, I felt like I owed it to my viewers to talk about it, because that's the kind of stuff you want to hear, right? That's why you tune in, that's why you listen. A couple big things to take away from today. Number one, Dave Wannstedt, who is the former coach at Pitt, also a former coach in the NFL for the Dolphins and the Chicago Bears, and now an analyst at Fox Sports. This morning on a radio show in Chicago called at 670 The Score, he made a comment that at a meeting last week in Phoenix, he talked to the Fox folks who told him that West Virginia was going to the ACC, Kansas and Iowa State were going to the Big Ten, and Oklahoma State and Kansas State were going to the Pac-12. Now, obviously, you'd think Dave Wannstedt would be a great source. So, us fans, we're optimistic now, even more optimistic than we were, and it's very exciting to hear that kind of news. But then, right on the heels of that, the Pac-12, Big Ten, ACC officially announced their alliance that they've made. We all knew this was coming. It's been talked about for several days now. That these three conferences were looking to form some kind of an alliance. What little bit I heard of the interview of the press conference, the ACC commissioner basically, in a nutshell, said that it was going to start out as a scheduling alliance, and an alliance to where they would all have a say in governing issues over college athletics. And one of the things they said that are interesting, in a nutshell, just to paraphrase, he said that there's been so much instability in college football that they want to bring stability, and that they all three have common goals and common interests. And they also said that with college football expansion, usually you get all these different conferences adding all these teams, and that's what creates the instability. And that and this would create more stability. Now, if you read between the lines there, it almost sounds as if he's saying, by making this alliance, we don't need to expand. That's kind of what I took away from it, which makes what Dave Wannstedt said sound like, okay, is it accurate? Earlier, I also listened to a gentleman by the name of John Kurtz, who's a radio host actually from Manhattan, Kansas, and is a Kansas State alum. He also apparently has some sources, and he made an opinion, it's his very educated opinion, that Dave Wannstedt's claims are false or inaccurate. So that really burst my bubble when I heard him say that earlier today, because I was really excited. I thought, man, this solidifies my opinion that West Virginia is going to the ACC. It's going to happen. We can hear about it any day. Then I hear the ACC commissioner talk. Then I start having doubts. Then I hear Mr. Kurtz talk, and now I really have my doubts. So I'm less optimistic now than I was yesterday about West Virginia going to the ACC. And another thing, when you think about this Oliver Luck deal, with the Big 12 bringing Oliver Luck in as a consultant, why would they do that if the conference wasn't planning to stay together and all these teams were leaving? Why would the presidents of these universities who were leaving the conference agree to hire a consultant for a conference that doesn't exist? To me, it just doesn't add up, guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't think, if West Virginia is going to the ACC and all these schools are changing conferences, I don't think it's going to be soon. Because I just don't think all these other things will be happening behind the scenes. I think we might be jumping the gun a little bit. I think, we hear something, we're happy about our team, it makes us happy, of course we want to hear it, and it makes us excited. But I think we need to step back a minute and realize that, hey, the stars aren't really aligning to that right now. They're aligning actually the opposite. It doesn't mean they won't expand, because actually the Pac-12 commissioner is also Mr. Kliavkoff is saying that they're going to make an announcement on their plans, whether they plan to expand or not, by the end of the week. So we'll find out by the end of this week if the Pac-12 plans to expand or not. Now, if the Pac-12 comes out and says they're not going to expand, then we'll definitely know what Dave Wannstedt said was inaccurate. But as far as West Virginia ACC, I'm not saying it can't happen and won't happen, because I don't know. I don't have any sources either way. But if you read the tea leaves, guys, on what's going on, it just doesn't appear that that's imminent right now. Not saying it can't happen, and if it does happen, I think it'll be a few years. I really do, because I think they'll play through their Big 12 contract, so because they don't want to pay $80 million or whatever it would be to get out of it. But anyway, I figured you guys would want my opinion on this. The more I learn, the less optimistic I am about us getting in the ACC, to be honest. My opinion on that has changes almost hourly as new news comes out. It's crazy how much things are changing around us in college football. Look, listen, I know this was a short one. It's probably maybe even better that I'm short. You don't have to listen to me jabber too much. But I wanted to give you my take on this, what I think about it. And please like my videos. Please comment. Please subscribe. I want to give another shout out to a listener, to a subscriber. I want to give a shout out to Greg Castle. Greg Castle, I appreciate your subscription. I appreciate your support. Appreciate you tuning in and watching Kuz's Corner. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick video. I've got a lot of things on the docket I want to talk about, guys. One of my next videos, I'm going to talk about the new West Virginia football facilities. I want to touch on that. I think that's important. I'm going to do a episode that focuses on Neil Brown. I really want to talk about him more, some of the things he brings to the table. So listen, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope to do another video tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be able to do the facilities video tomorrow, unless there's some other breaking news that comes out about alignment. Then that's the hot topic of the day, so I feel like I need to cover it. So anyway, I appreciate you listening. Appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Woohoo! Thank you for tuning in.